Good afternoon. Today I am going to speak about tips on how to successfully start your network marketing business. This presentation is for you if you're new or even if you've been in network marketing for a while. What I'll talk about today is basically my own observations, my own experiences since starting a network marketing business in early 2013. And some of the things that I've learned along the way, which I hope will help at least some of you, one of you, in your own journey with network marketing success. Now, this is not limited to one particular company. This is just my general observations and my tips on how to become successful. So let's get started, shall we? Again, my name is Carmen Lepe. I am a network marketer and I've been one since 2013. I was actually introduced into network marketing by one of my very good friends who had been using the Plexus products. Plexus is a health and wellness company. And when she called me one day, she was very shy about it, very hesitant, very almost unexcited to share her product with me. And I'm being a good friend of her. I said, send me the information. I'll check it out. Let me know what I need to do, and I will let you know. I will let you know what happens. And despite her shyness, I ended up signing on with Plexus. They had a small sign-on fee, which at the time I thought was not a big deal. It was $34.95, and I believe they still have the annual fee of $34.95, and then you could buy from there. So I started my journey with Plexus in March of 2013. I remember it very distinctly. And I was very excited to start trying the products and consuming them and being a product of the product. And they put me into all sorts of groups right away, and they started introducing me to the world of marketing, which I had really no idea what it was like. My experiences prior to this was Avon many, many years back, but the reasons I joined Avon were just to get a discount. So needless to say, I didn't really do much with it. I used it for a few months and kind of just let it drop. So when I started with Plexus, I really started using the product, started being a product of the product, started hoping that my results would show for themselves. I was really shy with sharing and talking about it with other people. They would ask me, hey, what is that you're drinking? Or what is that bottle of pills on your desk? And I would tell them about the product. I would tell them about what it was doing for me. I would tell them about how it helped me relieve stress and help me lose some weight and things of that nature. But I wasn't really going full force at it. But what intrigued me to continue forward with it and really give it the big college try was the stories. I kept hearing stories about how this person is making $10,000 a month and this person is making $13,000 a month. So I thought, if they can do it, why can't I? There's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfectly capable. I'm pretty smart. So I can do it too. So then that's how I started my journey. I am a single mother of one, and she is my why. You'll hear this a lot in network marketing is why did you start the business? Why did you get in it? Why do you continue doing it? It's a very important motivator and to always know what your why is, because if you're just in it for the discount, then you're not really going to be a strong, successful marketer because you're just strictly using it for your own personal use. Nothing wrong with that. Absolutely nothing wrong with personal use. But just keep in mind that that's not going to make you rich. I live in Phoenix, Arizona. I've been here for over 13 years, and I'm originally from California, actually born in Mexico. Grew up in California. I am bilingual fully, which I believe has helped me in my network marketing business as well. It's not a necessity, it's not a requirement, but it has helped me. And in my regular job, my regular career, my 9 to 5 grind, as I like to call it, I am in human resources and benefits, and that's the career that I've been in for about 9 years. Now, I recently left my full-time job to go at network marketing 100% full force. I've been doing this for about 3 weeks, 100% full-time, and it's going pretty well. So I'll tell you a little bit about my 3-week journey here at the end of the video. but I just want to continue talking about my tips and tricks. So on to the next slide. So, when I see people's success stories and I read about them and people say, hey, look, I'm able to pay my car payment and look the nice trip that I won and look how great the company has been treating me. It's easy to see that on the surface, these people, oh, they were at the right place at the right time. It happened by magic. People think that success is a straight shot. It's not. It's never a straight shot. On the right-hand side of my graphic, success really is tangled and complicated and convoluted, and it's not easy and it's not straight. It's not necessarily hard. It just depends on how passionate are you about your end result and where you want to be and where you want to grow. So when you are in network marketing, yes, listen to the stories and be encouraged and be motivated by everybody's success story, but just remember that behind every successful story, there's also a backstory of how they did it, how they got there, how much grind they had to put in, how much suffering, if you can say that, they actually had to go through before they started reaping the rewards of their journey. So just want to put that out there. Don't compare yourself to anybody else because everybody's story is different. This graphic I love. I found it as I was building this presentation because it is so true. You can actually take these statements to the bank and cash them in. People who are successful in network marketing will do 5 things extraordinarily well. They will build strong relationships. I will talk about that here shortly. They will take their business seriously. So again, I will talk about that as well. They don't treat it as a hobby. They take it seriously. They always lead by example. They are organized and they set goals. So if you remember those 5 points as you're going through your own journey, I think you'll be seeing things a little bit easier and things start to unfold in front of you a little bit better and hopefully get a little bit less frustrated as things start not going your way. So let's start. How do you network? How do you build your network? As I said, when I started with Plexus, I had a Facebook account. I had Instagram. I didn't have Twitter. I didn't have a lot of the social media. So when I started Plexus, I said, if I'm really going to go full force with this and really start trying to promote it, I'm a very personal, private person, and I don't like to share a lot of this, what I'm doing with my family, not because I don't think they're supportive, but because I don't want to seem flaky or spammy with them. So I set up a separate Facebook account. I set up a specific business Twitter and a Google Plus account, and now I'm in this social media called TSU. I'm in Instagram, but I don't use it for business, so that's just strictly for my personal. And I am in Pinterest for business purposes. So there's many more social media platforms that you can use, but I highly recommend that if you are going to be in the network marketing business, that you get yourself on all of these social networks and start building your network. You can start networking with friends and family, of course. That is what we call your warm network, because they will be the most receptive in listening to what you have to say. And they'll be most receptive to you because they know you, they trust you, they probably believe in you. And they'll say, oh, okay, what are you up to today? Just go ahead and let me know and I'll think about it. Another way that you can get out there and build your network is to book events and home parties or even virtual parties. Virtual parties, you don't actually have to leave your home. You can actually do social media virtual parties. Some of the companies that are out there, including the one I'm in now, is a heavy on virtual parties. So, and you can also socialize and group heavily in your social media. I know that LinkedIn is also another media account that I didn't put on here because it's mostly for professionals who do the 9 to 5 grind and not so much network marketers. But they also have groups in that network as well. So getting in groups, building groups, starting your own groups, it's a really great way to start networking and connecting with people on a more personal level than just posting yourself out there. All right. Are you ready to be a social butterfly? Because you may have to be, depending on which company you sign up with, you're going to be excited about what you're selling, what you're sharing. So if you're not ready to be a social butterfly, then you may not be as successful. And I'm not saying that you should be over the top, bubbly or fake or any of those things that can get quite annoying. I'm just saying, just be social, be approachable, and talk to people. So here we go. So first off, don't expect the journey to be easy, but it should always be fun. I have had so much fun since I've started really full-blown networking my business. And I can tell you from personal experience that I did decide to finally stop promoting Plexus because it was a hard sell for me. It was hard for me to tell people, hey, look at this product. You're going to get really well from the inside and it's worth it. Even though I'm asking you to spend more than $100 a month, this is why it's worth it. I just had a lot of trouble expressing my journey with Plexus, with my network, and then they had a hard time believing why they should be spending this much money on me, basically. So I started with Unique in August of 2014, strictly as a birthday present to myself. And I've had a lot of fun with Unique. So I found a product line and a company that really works and I'm having fun with it. So again, before you build, don't expect it to be easy, but it should always be fun. And just 3 days ago, I started with another company, which has turned out to be a lot of fun as well. So here we go. Before you build, if you are working on building deeper than you are now, just ask yourself if you're ready to network with thousands of strangers. I know that it can be scary. It can be daunting. It can be, oh my God, I don't even know how to talk to my friends and family. How am I supposed to talk to strangers? Well, the internet and the social media makes it very easy for us to stay connected without really being connected. So put yourself out there and get ready to start talking and networking with lots of people you don't even know. Keep in mind, one of the most important things that I will share with people always is, and just remember why you joined your company. People don't join companies, they join people. So people buy or join in with people, not companies. You could have the most fantastic product line in the world and the best back-end customer service, but if the person who's trying to go into this company does not care for this other person, they're not going to join. No matter what, they're just not going to join. So if somebody chooses to join your company, then take that as a compliment because they have trust and faith that you are the person that they want to do business with. Okay? You may end up joining several companies, as I have. I'm not ashamed to say it. I have had more than 6 companies in my journey, but please just keep your focus on 1 or 2 maximum. And I say that because you can only stretch so far and you can only do so much. And if you're out there openly promoting more than 2, even 3, more than 2 companies, I mean, your audience, your network is going to start asking, whoa, what is she doing now? Or what is he doing now? What's next? Oh God, here we go again. So remember that what you promote is also a big part of your personal brand, your image. Okay? Also, ask yourself, how much time are you willing to spend on your success? And I say that because most people are like, oh, network marketing is easy. It's part-time. I can do 2 to 4 hours a day and make so much money. And yes, that is true in many ways, but those people that are spending 2 to 4 hours a day are just maintaining their network because they've already put in a ton of hours before they reach the top. So ask yourself, how much time are you willing to spend on your success? It's no different than studying for your degree or putting time in at work, trying to get ahead and get a promotion and excuse me, putting in extra hours to do what you need to do to be successful at work where you get paid for it. So ask yourself that before you move forward. Another big part of network marketing is always set yourself goals, and your leadership may say, hey, what's your goal for this month, for this week, for this year? And they kind of put it out there blanket wise. They don't really, excuse me, express what kind of goals should you be setting. So ask yourself and set yourself realistic small, medium, or large goals, but set them. I'll give you an example. With this new company that I just started working with 3 days ago, I have, a growing team, and I have 15 on me right now. My goal, which could be deemed as unrealistic or large, my goal is to work this business and focus on it and grow it to 200 people within 2 weeks. Now, I realistically can say that to myself because joining this company is absolutely 100% for free, and there's no obligation to remain in the company by meeting any minimums or anything like that. So I'm setting a goal for myself. In the next 2 weeks, I want to have 200 people in my team, and that's it. And I'm going to stick to it. And if I don't reach it, then that's okay. I'm not going to beat myself up for it. I'm just going to keep moving forward and work on my other goals. That's just an example of a goal that I have for myself. When you are networking, when you are branding yourself, always be yourself. Always, always, always. Don't try to be somebody you're not, because that's going to get old very quickly and it's going to make you miserable. Lead by example, meaning don't ask anybody else to do what you wouldn't do yourself. Stay positive. Don't complain. Please don't be negative in public. When you're, especially in social media, when you're trying to be approachable and have people listen to you and really listen to what you have to say, they're not going to listen to you if you're constantly being bickery or negative or complaining about whatever. So as hard as it may be, please make sure that you're checking your mindset before you're opening your mouth. Okay? All right. Growing your network is a lot like planting your seeds in gardening. You have to plant your seeds, you water them, you give them sunshine and love before they go out and sprout. So growing your network is very much the same way, and sometimes it can be slow and tedious, but trust me when I tell you that the fruits of your labor will show if you keep at it and you don't stop. I can honestly look back at myself and think, when I was with Plexus for those first 6 months to a year, however long it was before I signed on with another company, I really wasn't sowing my seeds. I wasn't gardening. I wasn't watering them. I wasn't giving them sunshine. So I didn't give myself enough time to really make that business grow the way it was supposed to. So I can only blame myself. I can't blame my leadership or lack of leadership. I can't say that I didn't have resources. I could find them myself. I didn't have any excuses. Another point is get comfortable talking to at least 5 to 10 people a day. When I say that talking, I mean various forms and methods and services. Chat, email, text, etc. However you like to communicate. You're probably going to spend a lot of time on your social media. And when I say talk to, I'm not specifically saying tell them about your business. I'm saying talk to, get to know people, get to grow your network. Let them get to know you. Your best customer could be the person that you've never told about your business, but they know that you're in the network business because you're also branding yourself through your business publicly. And this person, when you have private conversations, you may be talking about your kids or your job or the sunshine or the rain. But before you know it, this person's going to say, I know that Tiffany is selling body creams and I need some and I want some and they seem to be really nice. So, you know what, let me just place an order through Tiffany today. And before you know it, it just happens. It just does. If you are on your social media accounts, please post daily about your business, but don't overdo it with business. What I'm saying is try to limit how much you're putting out there about your business, but when you do talk about it, talk about the good stuff. Talk about how, my paycheck today allowed me to pay the water bill. My paycheck today allowed me to go out to dinner with my family. This is why I love my business, because I'm able to do this, that, or etc. So that's a way to post daily about your business without really posting about your business. You're kind of hiding it there. It's called attraction marketing. And I highly recommend that you look up attraction marketing and you start reading up on that because it's really important when you're in network marketing. Post and brand yourself every day. Don't stop sharing and avoid posting your links too often. I have been through a lot of groups recently trying to grow my own network with this company so that I can get those 200 people. And I'm constantly seeing the same people posting over and over the same exact link, the same exact information, the same exact whatever. It's just, it's nonsense. It seems spammy. You don't want to be turned off. You don't want to be unfollowed. There is an unfollow button and a hide button in most social media, and guess what? That's like the death of your business. You don't want to be unfollowed. Okay, so please avoid spamming. Show your downline how you network and how to brand themselves by example, by how you brand yourself. Those who succeed do never stop working. They really don't. They treat their business, as a full-time job, never as a hobby. So that's one very important thing to remember. Now, when you're growing and building a team, you're going to find yourself that you're going to become a leader. You're going to be somebody's upline. And that's wonderful. You want to become somebody's upline. You want to become a leader because that's how you're going to make the actual money, the real money that it takes to pay your bills. When that happens, set a team mission and let your team work towards that mission. You've heard of companies always talk about their company mission, and that's how the employees know what they're working and striving towards is that mission. So it's this exact same way when you're in network marketing, you're becoming a leader. Be available to your team. Train them as much as you can. Learn as much as you can. Absorb as much as you can from your own company, even if it's brand new and you're both learning together. You know, your team will appreciate you if they know that you talk the talk and walk the walk. Don't just expect that your upline or your people that are at the top are going to take up the slack, because trust me, they won't. And if they do, it's because it's brand new people that really, they're just trying to be helpful. Share the knowledge. You can only succeed by showing others how to duplicate your own success. So this is what I'm doing now. I am sharing my knowledge with you. I'm showing you, I'm telling you what works for me and what I've observed and things that I've learned along the way. And I'm not afraid to share. And this is what I'm doing, and I hope it helps. I keep saying this over and over, but I'm not going to stop saying it. Brand yourself, your company, and your leadership. Brand yourself, who you are, where you come from, what you're about, your company, the company that you're doing business with, your products that you're promoting, obviously, and your leadership. What kind of leader are you? Are you the kind that just stands back and lets everybody else do the work? Or are you the kind of leader that, rolls their hands up, gets dirty, and gets in the dirt with them? So, brand yourself. And again, set goals for yourself, which I mentioned earlier, and also set goals for your downline. If you have a goal to meet for the month in order to get a special bonus or reward for the specific business that you're in, don't be afraid to set a goal and put it out there and ask your team to help you with that goal and follow through on that goal. Let's say, for example, you're trying to reach $2,000 in sales, in team sales for the month. And you know that each team member has to make $100 of sales in order for you to meet your goal. And you set that goal for your team and you put it out there. Okay, team, anybody who does $100 this month is going to get rewarded with a bonus from me. So follow through on those goals. Sometimes you will have to put incentives out there because that's what motivates people, because they will not be working for you for free. Although everybody in this business has their own business, so they really should be doing things for themselves. That's just my opinion. But some people are motivated by rewards and competition and meeting goals. Don't ever forget that. Okay. Limit how many companies you decide to promote. I mentioned that earlier. It really is because often promoting more than one will work against you, especially if you're building a team with the company that you're with. I know that there are some companies where there's absolutely zero recruiting involved. Well, that's fine. I mean, you can promote that all day long. But most multi-level marketing, most direct marketing, network marketing do require some recruiting. So limit how much you promote. I believe I mentioned this in my introduction. Be a product of the product. This was me talking about Plexus and how I was a consumer of the product, but I wasn't able to really deliver my message of how it worked for me to my audience, because I probably wasn't a product of the product. I mean, I didn't have those extreme success stories of, oh my God, I lost 50 pounds drinking this pink drink and that's all I did. So again, how can you promote something you don't know very well unless you're a product of the product? So meaning I knew the pink drink inside and out, but I didn't know all the ingredients. I didn't know absolutely everything about it. So I couldn't promote it. Don't expect others to do the work for you or you will lose your team's trust. And that's just in anything. When you're working with a team, they will lose trust in you if you expect them to do all the work. You've got to get in there and help them out. Consider offering incentives to meet team goals. I believe I touched on this briefly. If it does apply to your business, if you have a team, I strongly encourage you to put incentives out there. It does not have to be anything super expensive. I know we're all on a budget when we're first starting out, but even if it means, giving some free product of your own line or something that will help them promote their business, or maybe a set of business cards, just get creative with it and set a goal and offer incentives. Some people won't be driven by incentives, but many, many people are. Okay. As you're building your team and you're growing your network, just spend most of your time with those that are looking for you, reaching for you, asking you questions. You're going to find that a lot of times you'll end up chasing your network, your team, your downline, and they really aren't interested in doing anything with it. They're just kind of sitting by the sidelines watching everything happen. And they're not really motivated, and you'll end up spending way too much time trying to get them going when you really should be spending time and focus on the ones who really are looking for your help. So that's another little tip that I'll tell you to take to your heart. All right. Lastly, in network marketing, it really doesn't matter what your background is. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be the prettiest, the shortest, the tallest, the skinniest, the whatever. Anybody can do this. Anybody in network marketing can do this. And I say that because I've watched, I've learned a lot of leaders in this industry who are, you wouldn't think that they're highly educated or skinny, beautiful, wonderful, and they're promoting and they're very successful and they've built a business and they're obviously doing very well. We have a lot of people that dropped out of college, didn't go to college, even dropped out of high school and are very successful in network marketing. And they're successful because they're people. They're people, and this is a people business. Okay. And with that said, I leave you behind with these two graphics from Robert Kiyosaki, which is one of the quotes that I love so much. And I take it to heart because I think I'm looking to build a network. I'm not looking for a job. The richest people in the world look to build networks. Everywhere else looks for a job. So if you're putting it out there and you're promoting and you're telling everybody about your opportunity and they're like, oh no, those people are generally looking for a job that's going to pay their bills. And it's not, they don't see your vision. They don't see where you want to be. And that's okay. That is perfectly okay. They might see your vision later on down the road when they get frustrated enough with the 9 to 5 grind, as I did. David Letterman asks, what would you do if you lost everything and had to start over from scratch? And Donald Trump says, without hesitating, I would find a good network marketing company and get to work. And the audience, ooh, shouting and booing, ooh. And Donald says, that's why I'm sitting up here and you're all sitting out there. You know, that Donald is true. Love him or hate him, he is a very successful person. And because he knows his stuff, that's what makes him successful. So never stop learning, never stop investing in yourself. Continue to learn and read books and watch videos and listen to presenters such as myself. We are people next door to you and we have something to share. And if we're willing to share it, please take a moment to listen. So thank you very much for listening through my presentation. I hope that you found it somewhat useful. Please feel free to share and whatever you want to do with it. I'm totally cool with it. And we'll see you soon.